What I'm going to say right now is going to be pretty controversial, especially from someone who is running an AI strategy in a company that is very AI forward. But I'm going to say it anyway. The future of consulting companies is not AI. There you have it. I just said it. Future of software consulting companies is not in AI. Why do I think that? Well, I think that for one particular reason is that as any technologies, AI is more than technology. It's a global platform. It's a phenomenon. It's like internet. But over time, even your grandma learned how to use those websites, how to use AOL, to browse YouTube. Even my dad, who's 70, like he's checking his iPhone all the time, scrolling through things. Now let's talk about enterprises. Enterprises are motivated to get more technologically advanced. They're more motivated to use technology to transform. Yes, they're slow. Yes, they are inefficient, but that's the nature of any big company. So my thought here is that over time, most companies will catch up with AI, and most IT consulting companies will catch up with AI, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you're thinking about AI being your advantage right now, your cutting edge, your whatever. It might be your cutting edge for the next 48 weeks or something like that. But it's not going to be your cutting edge in 5 years because everyone will be cut up. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, they will all keep releasing their models, and they will all be releasing the models with every new model, with every new update. They will be thinking about making things easier for enterprise. And if you're thinking that your today's offering with AI is going to be competitive to the offering from the source in a couple of years, then well, you're just delusional. That's not how it's gonna work out. What you need to do instead, in my opinion, is invest heavily in creativity. Meaning that, you know how everyone's just saying AI will release these many hours a day for creativity, for creative tasks and whatever. But when you actually go and talk to people on the spot, especially at legacy enterprises, they actually have no idea what it means for them to have 3 more hours a day. They will feel them with something. Don't be fooled. They will feel them with something. Will that be something? But will that be something that actually moves the needle for the company? No one knows. But what you can do instead is invest in creative approaches when you work with your clients. What I mean by that is, yes, we have AI, but AI today is mainly just a mean or a medium to interpret data. When it comes to original creativity, it really sucks because it's using the internet to create. It's using user input to create. It's not great at being creative. It's not great at being original. But who's great? You are. Humans are. And that's exactly where the competitive edge lies, in my opinion, because when you're talking about a software solution, it always has UI, UX, and data. These three elements, right? The data, let's forget about it. AI will handle data. The UX and UI, well, that's a lot more nuanced. You could creatively approach the UI to create interesting interfaces that would be sticky, that would be interesting, that would be, well, network effecty, that the users will be coming back for those interfaces. You could come up with a feature that would be really groundbreaking and interesting and revolutionary, or super simple, something that was never done in this industry before, because you are bold and you are revolutionary and you are ready to take the risk and you are ready to propose a solution that's never been done before. AI can't do that. AI is very calculated, very pragmatic, very rational. So AI needs to work with data and will work with data. Even AGI, like whatever it is, we don't know if it's even possible, right? Even AGI will probably be less originally creative than humans are. So when you approach it from this angle, you see your competitive edge right away, that you are a creative software agency now. You come up with ideas, behaviors, features, modules, interfaces that actually move the needle for the company because they impact their user behavior. They impact the adoption. They impact those behaviors that users are experiencing with when interacting with those software solutions. Either those be like internal tools for the company or external tools of the company selling something into the outer world, like a B2C platform or e-commerce platform, anything of that sort. That's where you could shine. And then you could use AI to handle the data and to help you create those interfaces quicker. But if your competitive advantage today, and you think that your competitive advantage should be, we're all about AI and we're going to enable your company with AI, and AI will create a bunch of stuff for you, and AI will do this and this and that. I don't think it's a very viable approach long term. Short term, companies are now cautiously curious about what AI can do for them. And that's what I see across the board right now in all conversations. Oh, like, what AI ideas do you have for my business? What AI ideas you think could move the needle for my business and stuff like that? That's what I'm hearing right now. But AI by itself cannot really move the needle. You need to combine AI with human originated creative ideas when it comes to behaviors, interfaces, and features. And if you're just relying on AI to write your code, to create your behaviors, to create your customer journeys, to process feedback, to create a strategy for you, well, then you are playing a very, very risky game. So as a software consultancy, my advice is to forget about AI for a second. Try to answer the question, if you guys actually have creative people, creative leaders, creative units in your organization that could work on new things for your clients, things that AI could help you create, but they all come from you originally. I feel like that would be a much more robust creative edge, competitive edge going into the future. Peace.